Hi, I'm Christine. This is my niece Crystal. My daughter Caitlin's filming. You can't see her. If she wants to, she could slowly turn the camera around and show herself, but that's her option.
I'm gonna show the dog.
Okay. And then this is our lovely puppy Kai, who's 11 months old, and on the 18th of December will be a year. Well, one of our assignments this week was to do attentive listening. And Crystal and I had a conversation today that I thought would be really good for that. So I'm going to, would you mind explaining what the conversation was about? And I'm going to listen and then re-clarify so I make sure we're all on the same page.
Okie dokie. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So the conversation was about we both take care of my little brothers. They're severely autistic and got Kai in the background, so ignore my laughing.
Don't mind my dog chewing on his fleece.
Oh my guy. He's distracted. And we had this planned with my parents that we would take them for an overnight and keep them until... What time were you going to keep the boys tonight anyway?
Until about 8.
Oh, okay. So it was about 8. Oh. Okay, so we were going to keep them until about 8. Well, Chris forgot that she had something to go that was on the calendar for church. I completely spaced it because it was something for her, so I didn't even really think about it. And so I was trying to get her to figure out how to... Like, what would be better? Since she has to go all the way out to Happy Valley campus, and we live in Oregon City, and we live 20 minutes away from my parents, time-wise, how would that look? So round trip, at least to my parents' house, is we want to say about an hour and 10 minutes, because you're right, dropping off the boys is...
Nothing you can ever do quietly with your father. It's not a dump and run. It's hey, yeah, we're going to spend 20 minutes.
You think my father's a dump and run? Yeah, good luck with that one. And so that's about, give or take an hour and 10 minutes or so. Round trip, because you never know how long Dad wants to keep everybody to talk. And then it takes, we said with traffic, and usually with most church events that we go to for the Happy Valley, we leave about a half an hour before it's supposed to start. So we said give or take an hour there. Well, it made more sense, at least in my mind, to take the boys home, drop them off at my dad's, and then go to the Happy Valley campus there. So we had to do the math on figuring out how long it would take her to do that, and it actually cut time out. I want to say, wasn't it cutting time about like a half an hour or so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? So it saved her a trip from having to come all the way back home around 8 o'clock at night, picking up all the boys, and taking them all the way back to my dad's house, and coming back home. Instead of having 2 round trips, she had 1. It just happened to be a longer round trip than expected, but 1 is better than 2, in my opinion. And I wasn't getting the clarification that she wanted me to call my parents and ask about it, but I also wanted to have all the facts before I called my parents. And then, oddly enough, I got my mother on the phone, which doesn't really care about the facts, so we explained all of that for nothing with each other.
Correct. So this is what I heard you say, and you were saying that in the conversation that we had, that I was having you lead and take care of the boys, which it was your weekend, so you should have. And we were clarifying and trying to decipher between the two of us what was the best approach. Was it easier for me to go ahead and do it earlier and call your parents to make sure that was okay, or to go stick with the original plan and then come back later, which we both concluded after going to Google Maps and figuring out some time frames that it was just easier for me just to leave early and make one big trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you think did I clarify? Did I listen to what you were saying?
Yeah, you listened.
Okay.
I mean, this is us, so there was a little bit of heated arguments every once in a while, but with our family, you can't really get around the heated arguments.
We are a very
family.
vocal and passionate people, and a lot of times if we do not loudly express our voices, we feel like we're not heard. This is a family trait. This is something that, as you can see from the generations, it's trying to dwindle. My youngest daughter, Caitlin, is not one that prefers to talk really loud. She's the soft, quiet spoken child. In fact, when we're driving in the car, I always have to say, can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you, because she's in the back so soft spoken. So it is changing. And so that you can see that cultural differences between in the legacies of the kids and stuff. So, but I feel that we've...
Oh, and just an FYI, she made me feel very, very safe.
So, even though, yes, Crystal and I can always speak some harsh words back and forth to each other, we all know that we both know that we love each other, and we're safe. That she feels safe enough that she could speak to me in that way and know that she's just venting or whatever. So, thanks for listening to my attentive listening video.
And just an FYI, I'm giggling because Katie's making faces in the background.
Yeah, you're missing my daughter sticking her tongue out at us, so thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, he's miserable.
Poor baby.
Did you hit
Katie?
stop?